night at Desmond Hall. A dark and stormy night. But the violent skies above the great house are a pale reflection of the storms that rage within its walls. For Jean-Paul Desmond, master of Desmond Hall, is the victim of a curse. There are those who are trying to help him. And in doing so, new mysteries will be revealed on this night. And it will place one man in a danger he has known before.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, have you?
I want to ask you about one of your ancestors.
Oh, which one?
Your mother's uncle, Benjamin Desmond.
Well, he was the black sheep of the family. No one ever talks about him.
Well, can't you tell me anything about him?
Well, I know where he's buried.
Well, that's not much help.
Well, he wasn't buried with the rest of the family. He was buried on the edge of the estate, all by himself. I found his grave one day, quite by accident. I told my mother about it, but she told me never to go there again.
Why would she say that?
I don't know. She was frightened for some reason.
What's the matter?
I just thought of something.
What?
The mark. Susan saw a mark on my face. She described it. She called it the mark of death. I've seen it before.
Where?
Come with me, I'll show you.
Where are you going?
You'll see. Same mark Susan saw on my face.
Well, what is it? What does it mean?
I don't know. Strange, isn't it?
Yes, very strange.
It's beginning to pour rain. Better get back to the house.
Ada, what is it?
May I come in for a minute?
Yes, of course.
I know it may sound foolish, but I don't like being alone during a storm, and I couldn't find Court. Laszlo was out.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. I had some brandy after dinner. I'm not used to it. But I needed it tonight, my nerves.
Ada, what happened tonight?
The storm. That's all, a storm. You think I'm very foolish?
No.
Jean-Paul, how long are you planning to stay at Desmond Hall?
I don't know. Why?
I hope it's for a long time.
Oh, why?
Well, there may be trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I can't say, but it would comfort me to know that you are here, just in case there was some.
Ada, let's be frank with one another.
Yes?
You spoke of some trouble. Is it you and Laszlo?
Oh, we've had certain difficulties. But most married people do. Isn't that true?
Yes, I suppose so.
If a man and a woman love each other, a marriage can survive almost anything. I believe that. Don't you?
Yes? What is it?
It's the thunder, that's all. Thunder. I know I'm behaving foolishly. I thought I heard the front door. It must be Laszlo. Excuse me.
I'm going to find Susan and see if she can describe that mark again.
Laszlo?
No, Mother, it isn't Laszlo. It's much too early for your wandering husband to return. He's probably still playing games in town.
Don't pay any attention to Court. Just ignore things that he may say.
I do, Mrs. Thaxton. I know it's none of my business.
I do wish it would stop storming.
Mrs. Thaxton, is there any more that you could tell me about your Uncle Benjamin Desmond?
I've told you all I know.
Well, you told me that he killed a woman who loved him.
Well, the family believed that, but the authorities were never able to prove it.
Well, who was she?
She was a young governess named Catherine. I don't remember her last name.
How did it happen?
She and Benjamin had a violent quarrel. She left the house. Benjamin followed her. Later that night, her body was found in the woods. She'd been strangled.
Awful.
After that, Benjamin Desmond was declared mad. He was locked in this house, away from the rest of the world. And no one but members of the family ever saw him. From the time of Catherine's death until the time he died.
But you said that you saw him once.
Yes, just once. I was a very little girl and I was taken to the house for a visit. I saw him by accident.
Tell me about it.
Well, I was playing in one of the corridors in the stairway. Suddenly he appeared. He didn't say a word, he just looked at me and then he turned and walked away. But I still remember his eyes. They were wild and terrifying, like an animal in pain. I wish I could forget them, but I can't. And that's all I know of Benjamin Desmond.
Is there anyone else who might know more?
No, I doubt it. His brothers and sisters are all dead now. Besides, no Desmond is... Perhaps I do know someone.
Who?
Just occurred to me. Raxel.
Raxel?
Yes, I think she could give you some more information.
Well, thank you. I'll ask her. Do you know if Jean-Paul is in his room?
Oh, he's always up there.
Well, he has a great deal on his mind right now.
We all have.
Excuse me.
Who is it?
Emily, I must talk to you.
I was going to ask you to see me.
Why?
It's imperative that you leave Desmond Hall.
No!
You must, before it's too late.
I refuse to get into that argument again. Besides, there's something I want to know. What is the mark of death?
What?
The mark of death. Do you know what it is? Court mentioned it this evening. What is it?
It appears on my hand when the star appears. It compels me to kill.
I didn't know.
And why are you asking me about it?
I saw it tonight. The mark was on his tombstone. I don't understand why you don't know more about Benjamin Desmond.
Raxel? Raxel? All I was told was that my uncle died sometime in the prime of his life. That was all I was told.
But if Raxel's mother worked for him, then wouldn't she know more?
She should.
Then why didn't she tell you?
I don't know.
Master?
Come in.
What is it?
Can you tell us what you know about Benjamin Desmond?
Benjamin?
My uncle. What do you know about him?
I do not discuss the Desmonds with outsiders.
I already know a great deal. Mrs. Thaxton told me.
And she probably told you all you need to know.
Emily, may I speak to Raxel alone, please?
All right.
Now, the truth.
What did she tell you?
You knew my uncle, didn't you?
Yes, I knew him.
And you worked in his house? You worked there before you came to Maljardin.
Yes, I have served many Desmonds. Benjamin Desmond was one of them.
Why is the mark of death on his tombstone?
He wanted it. The family carried out his wishes.
Why did he want it?
To warn others. Others who would understand what it means.
Then he was cursed.
Yes.
He carried the mark of death?
Yes, yes.
And I thought I was the first member of the family to be cursed. You made me believe that.
I did not want you to know about your uncle.
Why not?
Because of the way he died.
How did he die? Tell me.
Master, I beg you.
You tell me.
He set fire to himself. He burned alive.
What?
It was late one night when I heard screams coming from his room. When I got there, it was too late. He was on the floor. His body was blackened and charred. But he was still breathing. He suffered great pain before he died.
Did he die because of the curse?
The curse drove him mad. He escaped the only way he knew.
You have accused me of keeping secrets from you, but you have been keeping secrets from me, Raxel.
I was trying to protect you from knowledge that would only cause you despair. I did not want you to give up hope. Surely you can understand that.
Yes, I suppose I do.
Master, do not turn away from me. I only want to help you.
Yes, I know that.
Do not brood over this. I will stay with you.
No, go. We'll talk later.
As you wish.
Tell me about that, Uncle Benjamin.
Why bother to discuss it? Why dwell on the family tragedies?
We all have our tragedies, don't we? Yours is being married to a man who doesn't love you.
Stop it, Cord. Stop it.
Divorce him, Mother. That's the only answer.
Why are you saying these things? To torture me?
Do you think I want to hurt you?
You seem to.
I want you to be happy. As happy as you were before you met Laszlo.
I'm perfectly happy.
Is that why you can't stay more than 5 feet away from a brandy bottle?
My problems are no concern of yours. I wish you would leave me alone. I'll work them out for myself.
Okay, go ahead. Work them out and drink yourself to death while you're at it.
Oh, don't be foolish.
Mrs. Thaxton,
What is it?
if Miss Blair asks any more questions about Benjamin Desmond, do not answer them. She is an outsider. The family history should remain within the family.
Do servants give orders where you come from?
It is not an order. It is only a suggestion.
Tell her to keep her suggestions to herself.
Oh, please, Cord. I'm going to my room.
You love your mother, and yet you upset her. You should not do that.
Are you telling me what to do?
No, I am only one who lives to serve you and protect you.
Protect me from what?
From forces that would destroy you. I will be your guardian. I will watch over you.
You said that before. I still don't know what you're talking about.
I cannot explain. One day, you will understand.
Jean-Paul, I want to talk to you.
What is it?
Well, one day I'll inherit all that you own. The estates, everything. One day I'll be as rich as you are, right?
Well, that's true. What about it?
Well, do I have to wait until you die? Could you sign some of the money over to me now? I want to get out of here.
Where do you want to go?
Anywhere. I just want to get out of this house.
Cord, what's wrong?
I hate the house. I hate my ancestors, the superstitions, and I hate being under the same roof as Laszlo.
Listen, what has Laszlo done?
He's destroying my mother. She's falling to pieces.
Listen, Cord, this is no time to leave your mother. She may need you.
I can't help her. I've tried.
Well, try some more. She's going through a very difficult time right now.
It's not my fault. She married Laszlo. I didn't.
Cord, that's a very selfish attitude and a very cowardly one. Now, this is a time that you should not leave. She needs you.
Laszlo!
Well, you still up, my dear? I thought you'd be asleep by now.
Where have you been?
I stopped by the inn for a drink. I was delayed by the storm.
Well, why didn't you phone?
I thought you'd be in bed. I didn't wish to disturb you.
Are you telling me the truth?
You've been drinking, haven't you?
I had a brandy after dinner. You haven't answered my question. Where were you tonight? Were you with Irene? Tell me if you were, because knowing is worse than not knowing.
I told you where I was.
But is it the truth?
Ada, look at me. Look at me straight in the eyes. What do you think of our marriage?
That's a strange question.
Don't you think marriage should be based on trust?
Of course I do.
Then you must trust me, or our marriage means nothing. Don't you believe that I love you?
I want to believe that more than anything in the world.
Come here.
Mark!
And that's Raxel's story.
Yes, that was it.
Do you believe her?
Well, why shouldn't I?
I don't know. She seemed rather strange when you started asking her questions about the Desmond history.
Now, Emily, that's because you were here. She doesn't like discussing the affairs of the Desmond family with people who are not members of the family. And really, that's all it was. I've known Raxel since I was a boy. She's always been like that.
Well, it's getting late. I suppose I'd better...
Emily, I want you to leave Desmond Hall in the morning.
I'm not leaving.
Now, listen to me. Tomorrow night, the star will appear again. You will be in great danger if you stay.
You won't harm me. You won't harm anyone ever again. Philip's plan will work. You'll see.
Well, tomorrow night we shall know.
That's right. Tomorrow night we'll all know the truth. You'll be safe.
They will fail. You will never let him go. Never.